All right, let's get into Absolute Wonder Woman. And let me tell you, this has to be my second favorite. It's really close to being first. It might be first because there's so many more issues out than Absolute Martian Manhunter. But if I had to rate them, this one is second, Absolute Martian Manhunter first, then Batman, then Superman, and then Green Lantern and Flash are like about equal. Those are my least favorites. I love Jeff Lemire, but it's just slow paced. I don't know. It's okay. But that being said, oh my goodness, is this one of the best Wonder Woman things I've read ever? It's so good, and she's beautiful. It's amazing. All right, let's just hop in. So we pick up in Gateway City, where we see some monsters and a reporter show up, reporting a story. What do you see? Do you see that thing still out there? A giant upside down pyramid. Unknown object appears above Gateway City coast. We're here just beyond the Gateway City boardwalk, filming from an unsecured location to bring you the sight of a literal unidentified floating object on our doorstep. Local police and growing military force are evacuating the area immediately, and we see a bunch of bird monster things spew out from the pyramid. And then none other than Wonder Woman on a dead Pegasus flies in with what could only be said as either the Buster Sword or a Guts Sword. Just crazy going in, killing all of them. But once upon a time, there was a princess, and the princess had all the gifts any princess could hope to have: beauty, grace, compassion, kindness, wisdom, the ability to outrun a hellhound and conjure the darkest of magics. Things every princess needs when she was raised in hell. And we see she chants something, smacks her gauntlets together, giant shockwave. This Wonder Woman don't play. She wearing dark clothes. She destroying monsters. And we kick off Absolute Wonder Woman, The Last Amazon, part 1 of 5. Years ago, the Wild Isle of Hell, prison of the great sorceress Circe. Circe is a villain of Wonder Woman, a goddess of magic usually. If you watch Creature Commandos, she was in there for a bit. But yeah, very interesting. Once I ruled a remote paradise called Ayaya. Now I'm a prisoner of a solitary wasteland. Never let it be said that the gods do not have a sharp sense of humor. And then we see a man show up. Never thought I'd be unhappy to see the sun here. It is Apollo. He shows up. You may kneel. Nah, I'm not going to do that. Well, I see you are defiant in hell even now, Circe. Perhaps it is what got you here. This is yours now. It is a baby. So Apollo gives her Wonder Woman. This is Wonder Woman. This baby is Diana, Princess of Themyscira. She is the last of the Amazons, and she has been taken from them by Zeus as punishment for their crimes against the gods. Her home is now hell. You are her warden. She may never again be reunited with her Amazon sisters, and they will be imprisoned for eternity when their service to my father ends. And you may never say the word Amazon again. And Circe says, some of that seems like a radical interpretation of the text. He's trying to hide it, but he's afraid of her. And Apollo creeds, from here on forth, the word Amazon is banned. Try it, Circe. Say it for me. I want to see you. And we see she tries to say it, but it's all blurred out. And she responds, this is hell. What if this thing dies? And Apollo says, the gods do not care. This is where she belongs now, forever, however long she is. So we see that the gods in this universe are not as good as they are in the normal comics universe. Those guys aren't really that good either, but these ones are more spiteful, vengeful gods, as it shows. And they punish the Amazons by getting rid of Diana, basically. So those girls are servants. The Amazons are servants of Zeus. And they punished for not listening by sending Diana down to hell to basically just be condemned and die. Little did they know Circe would basically take care of her as an adopted mom. In his arrogance, he had not set very many rules, which is good for me. Surely she will die without care, and I am no mother. But since I was not tasked with keeping her alive, this will just take care of itself, I suppose. And we see a snake crawl up to go bite down on Diana. This will very much take care of itself. Perhaps the gods are not so willing to leave things to chance. Can't say I care that much. The gods send one thing after another to kill this child until it's done. If they do, she is doomed whether I take interest or not. And we see that Diana picks her up and yeet! her out of there. And this is when Cersei takes notice of Diana. Cersei, magic sorceress witch, making potions. Diana in the background, playing with animals. And Cersei notices that she doesn't just kill them, she gives them some kind of love. And Cersei goes on, plenty of things tried to kill her, us, but there's no overwhelming force of creatures bent on her destruction as I'd fear. She had a quality that softened even the most treacherous beasts. And I don't just mean all the little creatures and demons, lost souls that drifted to her. How you fall in love with a child is by raising it. And I love that each little panel of their house just keeps adding more and more stuff. Like they keep adding lights, they're adding bookshelves, and we see Diana age through the year. This boy is hurting this tree. I don't like it. Well, that's part of the lesson, Diana. Why doesn't the tree understand what's happening? And Cersei says maybe it does and accepts it. But this is the Diana we know and love that shows kindness to other animals. You see her just sleeping with all the little pets, all the little demons and stuff that she gave love to. And Cersei just watches over happy as a mother. And she says, Mother, there's a word. Do you know this word? Cersei says, what is it? I haven't said anything. I'm not sure that this is real. Well, it's real if you say it, which is a hint of Amazon. But we see a 3-headed dog come in. Be reasonable. You don't have to die. We see Diana learn witchcraft, going through doing spells with her mom. We see her grow from a teenager to an adult. Are you all right, Mother? Where did it come from? They appear randomly on this island at this time of year. Raising a child is how you fall in love, but letting them go is how you prove your love. They built a little cave down to a full-fledged kind of house. And we pick back up at Gateway City. She says, are you in charge here? That's a no, then. Evacuate all citizens within the mile. If they're not dead, they're stunned, and they're not sure what's coming. These are harbingers for what's to come, not the main problem. And then we see a big, giant creature crawl from the bottom of the pyramid, shows up. You are not welcome here, Harbinger Prime. The world will defend itself. I stand before you. Mythical Athena blade, forged by Hephaestus himself, is more than capable of sending you to your maker. Go back to wherever you came from and tell whatever herald that you were mistaken that this world is protected. Then the Harbinger screams at Diana, it is not. So Pegasus swoops in, shoots some fire down. She lists some spells to fight it. And then the Harbinger says, Harbingers rise, sow chaos, prepare the way. A bunch of birds start attacking Diana. She deflects most of the beams back at the Harbinger Prime. And then finally one big blast sends her across the way through the beach. Going back to the past, Mother, I must ask you about this word again. And Cersei says, I thought you might. And what I'm getting from this is that Cersei is a mother that loves Diana, but doesn't want to force this kind of life onto her, just letting her figure out on her own what she is meant to be. And it's one of those things where it's already rooted in her. Since as a kid, she already showed love to the little baby salamander thing, showing love to all the animals. She's been a caretaker. So her figuring out this word is something she has to do whenever she's ready. But she tells her mom, I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. And she responds with, you're not afraid of a word. You're afraid of the change saying it will bring. And Diana says, how can I know a word without ever heard it? How can I beat it in my chest so powerfully without knowing what it means? And Cersei says, say the word, Diana. Say it and know what you are. And Diana responds with, Amazon. Amazon. What does it mean? What does Amazon mean? And Cersei says, it is simply what you are, and she cannot say it. Still. And Diana hears that. What was that? Why would they take away you being ever able to say it? Why did they ban the word? And Cersei crying says, why indeed? It is because they had a job to do. They protected the world above from the oldest of monsters, which want only to feast on it. Without the world above never makes it this far. Without them, maybe this is the end. Or perhaps you will say your name again and become what you were almost meant to be. And Diana says, Amazon. I'm an Amazon. I am an Amazon. And she screams it as Cersei keeps saying, again, again, again. And then we cut back to present day Diana that goes back forth to Harbinger Prime, who says, away, warrior, you are beaten. Leave us as we must prepare the way. The world is ours now. We will continue to hurt you if you insist. And she stands up. This is not the lasso of truth. It's one of the lassos. I can't wait to get into this story. This is making me so pumped. She flies up. I insist. How you prove your love is by setting your child free and arming her to the teeth with the greatest weapons imaginable. Watching her become everything she is meant to become. Watching her change the world. I am Diana of Themyscira, last of the Amazons, daughter of Cersei, princess of Hell, witch of the Wild Isle. And you will not have this world while I still draw breath. Oh my God. I'm pumped. I love this series. I can't wait to finish the rest of it. Thank you all for watching. This is the end of issue 1. Yeah. Thanks. This is, oh, man, I get so emotional reading this one. This is so good. Yeah, thank you for listening and watching. However you choose to enjoy, leave a comment, subscribe. We will hop into more Absolute and Ultimate Universe stuff in the future. So, peace out.